if Les Miles keeps rolling out this drunk 80-year-old grandpa at the Thanksgiving dinner table routine, he's going to be on air all damn day, every day. Here is the latest. This was last week, and it was last Thursday. I didn't see anything about this because I'm not listening in to Kansas regularly scheduled football press conferences. I'm shocked that this did not get more run.
Well, it's because some of the people covering KU kind of protect Les Miles, as we know.
Well, they absolutely do. They do, and this is why I have, if you go to my Twitter account at JL Kurtz right now, you can see the quote, you can hear the quote. I'm doing my part to get it out there because Kansas has so much of the media by the cojones, and they do protect this guy, man. They do.
Hey, grab those papers. He's not going to know what to do with those.
He's a bumbling idiot. Here's the latest from Les Miles.
What gives you confidence? What makes you feel like this is, sort of moving in the right direction?
I had a difficult time hearing you, but I'm going to try and then redirect me if you get me out there a little bit. And I don't. The changes that were made here a year ago were by design. As soon as that COVID-19, and I can remember the day, China, it's coming from China. Hey, it ain't going to get here. It is not going to get here. This is the United States. It's a long way from China. And but that China has really changed our society, and from fast food to all the different changes that you've been required to make, and you do so to enjoy your lifestyle and the things that you're doing. I want you to know something. COVID-19 made a lot of adjustments in this style of life that we're living.
I don't even know where to begin.
Tell you what,
where do you start?
If COVID-19 is coaching against Coastal Carolina last year and makes adjustments, KU might win. They might have a chance.
There is so much to digest there, and I ain't talking about this Chinese fast food industry that apparently is taking the United States by storm, according to Les Miles. The way I found it is because, one, I guess it was mentioned on Kansas City radio this morning. I believe that's how the person in our group text first said something to us about it. Went and found the article on KUSports.com where there's like 4 different paragraphs and headings, like different stories. This was like the 4th or 5th story in the same article, 4th or 5th headline. It's buried that deep, and you can see the quote, and it's like, what? And then I searched Twitter. I just searched Twitter for Les Miles, China, fast food. There's not even a single tweet about it. Like, the Kansas media and the Kansas City media, like, these guys just let Les go. They just let him go. And they protect him, and nobody says anything. Nobody calls it for what it is. It's handled with such kid gloves. It's ridiculous. So whatever I can do, you got my pledge, whatever I can do to continue to use whatever platform I have, all right, to bring some attention to this rambling idiot that is running the Kansas football program, I will do.
It was framed as just Les Miles was skeptical of the coronavirus when it started, not, kind of explaining, well, the question wasn't even about the coronavirus. It was about changes from when he first got here on and off the field to now, not coronavirus stuff. It is a little mind-boggling how this has been treated. And I just think back to when I was sitting in there after the K-State KU game. I go to Les Miles' press conference, and it just blows me away that there were media members that felt like it was their responsibility to look out for Les Miles. When one of them says, hey, move those papers off the podium, he's not going to know what to do with those. That's not your job. I mean, ultimately, put Les Miles in that situation so you can actually see how he would react, because if a guy that's supposed to be leading a college football team doesn't know how to react to a stack of papers, how the heck is he going to know when to call a timeout and not to? Oh, wait, he doesn't know how to.
Well, that's why he called 7 timeouts before a 4th down play that was a double reverse that didn't work. In fairness, I will say, like, these things sometimes happen. When it's the local media, here's the big difference to me, is that you have Kansas City right in the backyard of Lawrence. It's right there. And so you have a lot of Kansas City media that is covering in some form or fashion Kansas football. I know it's not a huge draw. I know they have the Chiefs. I know they're the Super Bowl champs. I know it's easy for that stuff to get buried. But Kansas City media, like, you should be at a level, if you're there, where you're going to have your big boy pants on enough to, like, let this stuff be what it is and not use the kid gloves and really ask some tough questions and be like, what exactly is going on here? In Manhattan here, and I've said it before, and I, in fairness, will admit I've been a part of it. With Bill Snyder for a long time, you wouldn't question him. And I'm not in any way trying to insinuate that Bill was, Bill had an infinite level of control compared to what Les Miles has here. But
Bill was still aware of what was going on.
Oh, absolutely. But it's like, not questioning Bill as in, like, hey, maybe he made an incorrect strategical decision.
Yes.
We treated him with kid gloves for a long time in those press conferences where he's not going to give you an answer. You know it's going to lead to something tense, and you just back down. Because in a small town where the big public figure, like, really runs things, that can be a difficult battle to face. You want to deal with less access. You want to deal with more contentious, like, you have to weigh all of those things. But one, that's in a college town where you don't, like, Kansas City's 2 hours away. There's not somebody from Kansas City at each one of these press conferences, like a major media market. And also, Bill Snyder's Bill Snyder. His name's on the highway. His name's on the stadium. The town should just be named Bill Snyder. That's a different deal than Les Miles. Okay, yeah, Les won a national championship, but, like, what does he mean in Lawrence? He's not that kind of a figure. It's not like this is Bill Self. But even then, I feel like Bill Self, Kansas City media will go after Bill Self a lot harder than they will Les Miles, just because of who he is and the significance with everything. But with Les, it's just let him go.
It's less being less.
Exactly. It's less being less.